Okay, guys. So today we're going to be talking about how to use this boost broadcast control panel to display overlays like the one you see right here. Um, it's pretty much just a way to display in-game content, like for streams, for 1v1s, 3v3s, all of that. So like, see right here, shows the scoreboard, shows the boost, shows all of that. There's different views. So if I open this up and say I want to go to the match created view, right? It'll show like this. So this is just mock data. This only will work when you don't have the game open, just so you can see what the overlay looks like. The first step, though, if you want to configure this, is to have Rocket League closed. Don't open it up. Go to settings. This is a fake username, but you would pretty much find the stats API file, and for your specific computer, and then paste the path to it here. You can find the documentation right here for Rocket League. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. So if you're having trouble finding it, that should help. I had to restart my computer after I did this, or after I really installed this. The tool should find it automatically for you guys, but if it doesn't, just like select the file and restart. It will automatically update the file, set it to packet send rate of 30, and set it to this port. So if you want a different port, you can do it to a different port. This one's just the default one Rocket League recommends. So what this is going to do is when you start up the game, it's going to allow you Rocket League to send events to this specific port, and it'll allow this tool to receive all the data from like your private map, so that when you spectate, you'll have real-time events. So the first step in getting an overlay, to go here to overlay library and just select the one you want to use. These are technically RLCS 2026, RLCS 2024. They're not exactly the overlay. Let me actually switch it to an in-game event. So you can see right here, it looks similar. I didn't make it exactly the same because I wanted to add some styles to it. For example, like this boost is different in the bottom right. But each overlay has their own style. So if I go here, select like paper line, you could see like it's a completely different style. So if you want to use something, or if you like one overlay better than the other, you definitely use that. And you can see all of the state like just by going here and selecting like, oh, replay starts. What does that look like? See right here, it shows a blaze goal with the KPH and assist. So once you select an overlay, though, the next step is to go to team library or players and add the players that you want to add. And then you would go to team library, add the teams you want to have. So right now I have Florida Tech. Then if I want to add a player to it, I'm going to do this. I need to update the UI for that. But this will update automatically. So if something's broken, just like I will fix it. I promise. If you message me in the Discord or something, I'll get it. It's pretty easy to update it. So, and then the next time you start it or open up this application, it'll be updated. So we're gonna add this player. We're gonna update the team, and then we're gonna go to broadcast control. So broadcast control is all of the like live settings. So the teams tab right here determines like what the overlay will show. So if I just do FGCU and Florida Tech here, it will automatically set the team colors, and you apply. If you enable this option, it will find the players on each team. So if like the players switch colors, it will like automatically swap the sides for you, so you don't have to manage that. So you can see right here, The overlay, like it's all automatically updated. All the colors are updated. The team logo's there. The name. So pretty cool. If you want to go to the series, you can update it right here. And if I give, there's not a max one. It does, like, if you set every time you win, as long as you don't like leave the match as spectator, it will automatically update this. So you don't have to worry about it once you start the game. You only have to worry about updating it if you pause the match, like restart it or do something. So just keep that in mind. So now you can see like, oh, they both have 2 scores on the series, and they both have, and it's a best of 7. If I like make it best of 5, it'll update. So that's pretty cool. Broadcast details. So this is like each overlay has certain details that you can add. They're all the same pretty much. It's all this. You can technically make your own overlay, but I haven't really like perfected that feature yet, so I wouldn't turn on developer mode just yet. But in the future, like you'll be able to add more than this. So if I go like test, 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 you can see that above this, it's going to show the title. If I go to like a more prominent overlay where this is showing up, you can see it says test. Go back to broadcast details, you go presentation. If you want to display like a certain HUD, you can. So if I wanted to like just pause it for a second, show the HUD, the matchup, or if I wanted to show like game winner here, that match scoreboard, do that. So, and then you just click show game HUD to reset it back to its original state. For cameras, so each player can have a Facecam URL, and this URL I recommend just using video.ninja. Have each player like host their own URL while they're playing, and then they'll just share that. And then once you have that hooked up to each player, it will automatically, like, as long as you turn on this active player face cam thing for the overlay, it'll automatically display the cams. If you want it to show like each player's reaction when they score a goal, you can enable this option. And what that'll do is when they score and the replay starts, it'll show all 6 player cams. Or all player cams, really. So pretty cool. And of course, if you don't want player cams, you can just disable this option and disable that. There's sponsors. So there's a sponsor banner right here. Rotation timer. If you want to update the sponsors, you would go to the sponsors tab right here. And I'll just like add a random logo here. This and save. And then now if I go here, you should be able to see it. It might I might have to like move through the mock game here real quick. Yeah, see, you see it in the top left right here, it'll show up. So, and that'll rotate through each image. So if you ever have like sponsors for your stream, you can add that. So we're just gonna delete that right now, and it goes away. So pretty cool. Like you have all these features to just stream Rocket League. So we're gonna go through a mock game right here. So I'm just gonna press play and then minimize it, and you'll see that like as it goes through these events, it will count down. And now the mock game is not exactly like it's not perfected, so it's just to show the UI so that you can make a decision on the overlay. If you're actually in game, it will be a little bit better. But you can see like it's active. And to all you have to do to get the URL, the stream URL, is you just click this. It'll be localhost 3000. You just copy that URL into your browser source and use that while this is active. I think that's it, guys. I hope you like use this tool or find it useful. There's also like events, so like if a player scores, me just move this over so you can see. If I like wanted to, like blue goal, I think there might be a. Let me see if there's. Yeah. So blue team is on the left team. That's why it's doing that. It says Florida Tech right here, so you can tell. But you can like watch the icon next to Astro. You can see it pops up. So there are like stat icons. I need to update it to look a little bit better, but it does its job, you know. Now I'm going to go into a little bit of extra feature details. So if you guys are just using it for non-developer stuff and you just want the default overlays, this is perfectly fine. So please feel free to use this tool. It's free. I have it in the Microsoft Store. I have it on my GitHub as well. Now for the developer here. So in settings, they're in under interface. You can enable developer mode. And what this is going to do is it's going to add a few tabs and change a few details. So if you start an overlay, this screen is for building your own overlay from these. What you would do is, let's say I want to have I want to have a similar overlay to Championship 2026. I'll just develop from this overlay. And you can see the overlay right here. You can see like broadcast details, presentation. I actually need to update the UI so that fixes itself because I think that just broke it. So, like I said, this is still under construction. But if you want to add more fields to certain places, you would go to custom controls and you would go down to, let's say, broadcast details. So all the tabs, when you're like, you see how it matches the labels when we're under, we turn this off right here. The broadcast details, presentation, camera, sponsors, that matches up with these like groups. So each group is a tab, and each group can have like individual fields for you to edit. So text field, action button, text like number, color picker, all of that. And the way this works is there are data elements in the HTML that map to these specific fields. So right here, this is the state path. This is for developers, guys, so just keep this in mind. So like when you use this, you can open it up in your code editor, and it'll automatically have the HTML. It'll automatically have all this stuff. So if I go to open this, I might have to select. But let me actually start. Let me add this window capture here. Add source, code editor. Okay. So you can see like when you open in the code editor, it's going to have the index.html, it's going to have the overlay.json, the controls, and you can see right here, this is exactly like the things that were in each one. Now, if I go back to the broadcast and I go to this new control right here, and then I save the control, it's going to automatically update the controls array right here. And you can see it right here, custom new control text. Okay, state path right here. So now if we go back to the HTML, and let's just do like this one was the data bind event name. If we go back to controls and we look at it, the setting is event name. This might actually be a little bit different than this one. So I might need to I need to configure some things, guys. I used AI to build this, so it's a little bit off. I'm gonna clean it up so don't feel like it I would not start building with the developer mode yet. I will update this to be better. Promise. But you can, if you want to struggle, add this to the thing, and then I believe I think it automatically adds it. Let's see. I don't think it did add it, but just know this is how it works. Data bind teams.blue.name. That's how you get the team name. And all of these are set up, like everything you see here is what's in the overlay that's working right now on your screen, this one. So you can just like kind of look at it, and then you could style your CSS here for the overlay. So if you want, like, you could just take this HTML, take the default fields, don't add any default fields yet because I'm still updating it, and just restyle it to be what you want. And I want to add the README so that like there's an API like README file so that you guys have access to like how all of this works. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's completely customizable. Obviously, it's not just gonna be like a JSON field like how Barrel does, because I want this to be completely custom for you guys. And you can add a JS file if you need like custom features. I just there's an API for it. I haven't attached any documents for that, so you guys won't know how to do that yet. I will eventually. But yeah, I hope this is something like you guys will like, you guys will use. Obviously very intuitive. Maybe not the developer mode, but the other things is definitely useful. Uh, so please use this in your stream. And thank you guys for watching. I'll add timestamps as well to all of this, so don't feel like you have to like watch all this. I'm saying that at the end of the video though. If you like this, like, feel free to subscribe, feel free to like my content, and have a good one, guys.